Hello again. This is Brian coming to you live from Chess Club Media. And today I want to talk about the power of social media and how exactly is this power defined. And if you use Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, any kind of social media platform, you use it almost all the time, if not every day. And one of the biggest things that we have come to understand is that social media has driven very big leaps in technology. If you look at just maybe even the handheld device you're using right now, those kind of devices were not in existence 20 years ago. Some of the biggest leaps and bounds we've seen today in technology have really been driven by social media itself. And why is this the case? And it's really just a case of trying to put more and more creative power and more tools in the hands of the consumer, who's you and me. And the best way to understand this is you look at your mobile phone, look at the camera that the latest, say, iPhone has right now. It's really, really advanced and helps you to take really high quality images and video. And that is mostly for posting straight up to social media platforms, be it Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to post your content. And the reason for this is that a lot of the conversations today are happening on social media, on one type of social media network. And the reason is because a lot of the people who are using them are people they're millennials and people who are going to be your target consumer between now and the next 20, 30 years. And in order for you to understand why that is important, is that is why the power of social, that is where the power of social media exists. That's how brands are getting to grow their audiences. That's how people are getting to develop, learn, and create new audiences themselves. And so the power of social media is it's everywhere. I mean, when I think about it, and the very basic situations whereby people have used social media for life-changing events. People have used social media to find their loved ones. People have used social media to find new products that they're going to use for their life. You can find out your next home on social media. You can buy your next car on social media. You can start your next job on social media. And really, really, I can define as the fundamentals of social media. And so, as a brand or as a person, how do you use that to your benefit, to grow your message, to develop an audience? You simply have to start communicating consistently and understanding that whoever you're trying to reach is definitely on one or more social media platforms. So it's not just saying I'm going to post once daily on Facebook. You have to really understand who you look. You have to really know that social media works when you use it as intended. You find the right audience and you find where exactly they're located. So if you're a business and you're trying to make more B2B connections, well, obviously LinkedIn will really serve you better for that. I mean, but if you're a brand trying to sell the latest fashion, Facebook or even Instagram is a great way to start. And so those are the ways that social media really kind of helps people, businesses develop deeper connections, grow their brands to a bigger extent than was ever possible. I mean, back in the 60s and the 70s, this was not technology that could be talked about. This is not something that really even exists. So as we are right now starting a new year, and as we are thinking about what to do to grow our businesses, social media should really be one of the core elements that you use, regardless of what type of business you run. Be it a B2B service, maybe a B2C service. The way that you use social media has to be one that is going to help your business grow and has to be one that is refined occasionally. You can't do the same thing always. You see, that's also another thing with social media. It's very dynamic. It changes every. We're seeing more and more tools coming in. Look at, for example, it's a live video. We didn't have this 6, 7 years ago, right? And these tools continue. We're seeing how different social media networks are coming up every day. Some are for direct messaging, some are for growing businesses through images, some are for very different purposes from each other. And that's how social media really is defined as. It's just a huge collection of tools in your hands, you as a business and also me as a consumer. We have the tools to grow and learn from each other. And those are some of the very core elements about social media. And it all starts with the device in your hand. So if you make better use of the device that you're using right now, regardless of whatever, be it has a camera, as long as it has a camera and has access to the internet, you can harness the power of social media. You can talk to your consumers wherever they are. You can have a conversation with people wherever they are. And all that is how you do it. And that is the only way I can say that social media will give you the power to grow your business. So don't forget, find your audience wherever they are, regardless of whichever platform they are. You have to go to them and make use of ever-changing landscape of devices. You don't need the latest device to get the power of social media. You just need to post consistently and use all the platforms available to you to reach your intended audience. So if you'd like our help to maybe define what you'd like to really define, what kind of path to take with your social media objectives, I would really love to have a conversation with you. Just send us an email at to www.chessclubmedia.com. We'll get back to you. We'd love to just have a conversation, figure out what your goals are for the next year, what you'd like to accomplish with social media, and we'd be very, how can I say this? We'd have a very ego-free conversation with you, and that is really the core element of Chess Club Media. So that's Brian. This is Brian from Chess Club Media talking to you about the power of social media. If you have any questions, just write us in the comments or even just send us an email. We'll be very happy to discuss more on this and understand how the power of social media is great for your business and you as a person. Talk to you later in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.